Hello, Ms. Carr.
Feeling better.
How you doing?
Feeling better.
Huh?
Feeling better.
Town of Ravenel regular town council meeting Tuesday, August 26, 2025 is called to order. Roll call, please, Ms. Wood.
Ms. Brown?
Present.
Mr. Cochran?
Here.
Mr. Rogers?
Here.
Ms. Singleton?
Here.
Mr. Waters?
Here.
Mayor?
Here.
You have a quorum?
Thank you very much. Please stand and join me for the invocation and the pledge. Our Father, who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done, on earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread. Forgive us our trespasses, as we forgive those who trespass against us. And lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. For thine is the kingdom, the power, and the glory, forever and ever. Amen. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Good evening, everyone. I really don't have any pressing comments tonight. We do not have any recusals or conflicts of interest tonight. Prior meeting minutes, council's pleasure for a regular town council meeting as minutes as of July 29, 2025. Get a motion to approve.
I so move that we approve the minutes of July 25th, 2025.
Thank you, Mr. Cochran. Get a second.
Or Singleton, second.
Thank you, Corey. Any further discussion? If we have no further discussion, we'll call for a vote.
Ms. Brown?
Aye.
Mr. Cochran?
Aye.
Mr. Rogers? Ms. Singleton?
Aye.
Mr. Waters? Mayor?
Aye. Very good. Reports from staff and officers, town attorney,
No report.
sheriff's department,
Yes,
lieutenant.
it's not coming up. Debbie's been busy. I've been out and about trying to get out as much as possible, especially in like the last request of 17. So we had a lot of traffic stops, 17, 165. I know there was an uptick in finding wanted people by doing that. We found multiple subjects, some out of Walterboro, some gentlemen passing through. I think he probably had a trailer full of, haven't heard back from detectives, but he had a trailer of interesting items in the back. So hopefully some of them are stolen. Also out of Somerville PD, and then also warned people they're out and about looking for family court warrants. So they did have a couple of people that had been paying for their child support. Also, there's recently been some fraud through the internet as far as purchases. I know a trailer company here had a couple of 2 or 3 trailers that were bought fraudulently. So anybody's in the area trying to sell some brand new, I think one's white, one's black, enclosed trailers, we're trying to see where they went to. It was mostly fraud. It wasn't stolen off the lot.
Very good. Thank you, sir. And we do appreciate the extra traffic control the last couple of weeks. It's been noticeable. Clerk-Treasurer report, Ms. Wood.
I included the financials in your packet. I don't have anything additional to add. If you have any questions, please let me know.
Very good. Planning and zoning director, Mr. Harrod.
Nothing big to report. We're going to have our planning and zoning meeting next week.
Okay. Town code enforcement officer, facilities maintenance, wrapped all in one tonight, Jason Moffitt.
Yes, sir. Good evening, council, mayor. I got 2 things. One is the town clock. I know it's been out of service since around the first weekend of the month. Initially, we thought it was a fuse. It was not a fuse. It was the actual master controller. So the gentleman from Verdon Clocks out of Ohio will be down this week to reinstall a new master controller. They'll be doing that on Friday. And then you may or may not have noticed resurfacing of the depot. The parking lot's gotten the new 4 loads of $7.89 fine. The gentleman will be done with that tomorrow, and we'll have the parking lot back open. That's all.
Okay. Thank you, Jason.
Yes, sir.
Reports of commissions, boards, and committees. Sewer Advisory Board, we have not had any meetings as of late. We're still waiting. The only comment that I have there, Councilman Ward, is we're waiting on a proposed new contract from the town of Hollywood. So that's in their court now. Planning and Zoning Commission, recent meeting, August 7th, 2025. There was a recommended denial, 3-1, for a map amendment to go from R1 to R3 zoning at the end of Octavia Avenue, which is the trailer park. That was recommended denial. Not sure whether that's going to come to council or not. Recommended for approval was map amendment 2025-02, which was the rezoning of the old E.B. Ellington School that for whatever reason all these decades was still zoned AR, even though it was a municipal building in the form of a school. GB is what was approved unanimously to rezone our new municipal facility. Approved with conditions was the site plan review for Roper Run Extension, and a conditional approval unanimously was a site plan review for Saltus Hill Road subdivision plat. You have an upcoming meeting of the Planning and Zoning Board September 4th. I want to remind everyone that these meetings are broadcast live on the YouTube channel. And then Board of Zoning Appeals, no upcoming meetings. Old business, we had tabled a request for a special event permit. Is Mr. Darnell Gadsden in the audience?
No, he's not.
Okay, so we will leave that on the table. Which moves us to new business, which is a special event permit request by Mr. Darnell Gadsden, which is still tabled. The second one is a special event permit request by William Fraser Jr., 5806 New Road, TMS number 168-00-00-006. Is Mr. Fraser here?
No, he's not.
Okay, I'm gonna proceed to this to let council know, because there may be some confusion here. If you'll remember, and Bill, correct me if I'm out of order with this, but I think it needs to be made. The council needs to be made aware of where we are with this. If you remember, a month or so ago, we heard this same request, and Mr. Frazier removed the sale of alcohol as one of his conditions, and he was to meet with me in the coming weeks to go over the specifics and help us kind of fine tune our policies and procedures. He came in and met and said that he had changed his mind, that he wanted to have alcohol. And that he was going to farm that out, sub that out, et cetera. So I told him that I felt we needed to bring that back before council, talked with Bill, he agreed. So that's why it's back on the agenda. So with that said, can we have a motion on this in his absence?
Sure.
So,
I'd like to make a motion we deny it.
can I get a second?
I'm sorry, I didn't get the motion.
To deny
To
the
deny.
permit.
Okay, okay, I'm good.
Can I get a second?
Yeah, I'll second.
Okay, for discussion, Bill, if you could just take a moment and explain the whole alcohol thing in a nutshell to council.
I had and this was before the last meeting, or actually 2 meetings ago, when the matter was approved. Going into that meeting, I assumed that Mr. Frazier was going to continue his effort to serve alcohol. So I called. I'm trying to find my email. I called DHEC and the alcohol.
Department of Revenue.
Yeah, and I sent an email to the mayor. I had a conversation with Pamela at South Carolina Department of Revenue Alcohol Licensing Office. There were several very significant comments in regards to what Mr. Frazier had presented. Of course, it was withdrawn, but it's now back before council. The retail license that he had submitted for Poor Advice LLC was from 2022. It had expired and had not been renewed since 2023. This is a retail sales license and not an alcohol or liquor license to serve liquor or alcohol. In order for Mr. Frazier to serve beer and wine at this event, he must first obtain a special events license, which requires that he complete an ABL Form 900, which requires a criminal background check, many other items of information, and a sign-off by the Charleston County Sheriff. But most importantly, and particularly since now Mr. Frazier indicates that he's going to serve alcohol and liquor, most importantly, since William Frazier is not a nonprofit, he cannot serve liquor at this event, only beer and wine. Poor Advice LLC, which is the outfit that he sort of gave to the town, or whoever is going to serve the beer and wine, must also have a town business license and insurance as a seller of beer and wine at this event, with insurance limits of $1 million, with the town as an additional insured. This has not been furnished. And the insurance quote that William Frazier submitted was simply an online application. It was an online quote, and it had not answered several of the important eligibility questions: pyrotechnics, music, ownership or operation of the property, the dollar amount of alcohol sales, all 9 yards. So these were things that he failed to submit 2 meetings ago, which now that he's serving, contending to serve alcohol, that are back before council, I think now.
Okay.
Any questions?
Yes. If we vote to allow him to do that, we would be saying he can break the law.
Right.
Okay. I just want to make sure I'm clear.
Any further discussion?
And if we vote to approve this, does A get approved, or is A separate?
A's tabled.
Oh, okay. I mean, you tabled it?
It was on the table from the last meeting. We did not remove it from the table.
The last meeting, we approved Mr. Frazier.
2 meetings ago, we approved Mr. Frazier with the condition he voluntarily withdrew the premise to serve alcohol.
Now he wants to come and serve alcohol.
And as you could hear from this, there's a whole host of things that you have to satisfy to be able to do that.
He had, I think, when was this event was been scheduled for, September?
October.
So we bring the tide down, but he still has an opportunity to reapply after.
He's got to go through the whole thing again,
Yeah,
Robert.
I understand what you're saying, but he still can do that.
Yeah. I mean, he got an opportunity, just because we deny it now, he can come back as many times as he wishes, but the conditions are going, yeah.
And I'm assuming the law is not going to change.
No, it's not.
So, I mean,
Okay, excuse me.
All right, all right, no further discussion. Call for a vote.
Ms. Brown?
what,
The motion is to deny,
to not, to deny. So-
deny the request, the permit.
Right. So an aye vote would be to deny. I just want to be clear.
Right, me too.
Yeah.
All right. And he can come back if he, okay, aye.
Mr. Cochran?
Aye.
Mr. Rogers?
Aye.
Ms. Singleton?
Aye.
Mr. Waters?
Aye.
Mayor?
Aye.
And it's denied.
Okay, moving on to the first reading of ordinance 04-25, amending the business license ordinance to update the class schedule as required by Act 176 of 2020. Ms. Wood?
Yes.
This is your bailiwick.
Basically, the IRS determines a company's NAICS code, and that is based on probability, and that obviously changes over the years. Those results could possibly change a company's NAICS code, which changes their classification. In order to stay compliant, We must update our new classification code every odd year. So basically, all we're doing is updating the classification code, which will take effect in January 1, 2026, and that would be based on any company's NAICS code that has changed due to their profitability.
It has nothing to do with the rates.
It does not affect the rates at all, only the NAICS code, which dictates the classification. And our rates have not changed, and I do not see them changing in the next year.
Very good.
I make a motion that we amend the business license ordinance to update the classification as required.
Thank you, Mr. Waters. Can I get a second?
Second.
Thank you, Mr. Rogers. Any further discussion? No further discussion. We'll call for a vote.
Ms. Brown?
Aye.
Mr. Cochran?
Aye.
Mr. Rogers?
Aye.
Ms. Singleton?
Aye.
Mr. Waters?
Aye.
Mayor?
Aye.
That passes first reading.
Thank you very much. Moving on to the first reading of ordinance 05-25. This is a map amendment 2025. This is the rezoning of the old E.B. Ellington property, the 10 plus or minus acres that's going to be the new town municipal complex, from AR to general business, so it fits with what our plans are going to be. Can I get a motion to move that forward?
I move that we, move forward with ordinance 25.
Thank you, Mr. Cochran. Can I get a second?
Cora Singleton, second.
Thank you, Cora. Any further discussion? No further discussion. We'll call for a vote.
Ms. Brown?
Aye.
Mr. Cochran?
Aye.
Mr. Rogers?
Aye.
Ms. Singleton?
Aye.
Mr. Waters?
Aye.
Mayor?
Aye. And finally, and when I say that, I mean finally, been working on the audit since January, and we've finally got it in the wagon. So can I get a motion on resolution 2025-05? And this is just a resolution saying that the town accepts the 2023 Town of Ravenel audit from Davis and Company.
I make a motion, we accept the audit from, on 2023 from Davis and Company.
Thank you, Mr. Waters. Can I get a second? Thank you,
We jumping in for
Ms. Brown. Any further discussion?
Anyway,
Once this is approved and the draft is taken off the front, there were a couple of footnotes that she needed to add, then you all will receive a final copy signed, executed, which will happen as soon as we get this executed.
I have a comment.
Yes, sir.
I know this doesn't happen on its own. Thank you for all your hard work.
Oh.
No, it doesn't.
Absolutely.
And it was a good, clean audit.
Yes.
I have no further comments. We'll call for a vote.
Ms. Brown?
Aye.
Mr. Cochran?
Aye.
Mr. Rogers?
Aye.
Ms. Singleton?
Aye.
Mr. Waters?
Aye.
Mayor?
Aye. Very good. Do we have any public comments? Okay. Did you check the sheet?
Let me check.
Okay. Town council comments. All right. No further comments. Get a motion to adjourn.
I'll make a motion, we adjourn.
Thank you, Mr. Waters. Can I get a second?
I second.
Okay.
Jeremy.
Thank you, Ms. Brown. All in favor, signify by saying aye.
Aye.
All opposed? We adjourn.